entrando em contato com o atendimento ao cliente. Para muitas pessoas é um jeito fácil de arruinar um bom dia, mas na Zendesk nós deixamos a experiência do cliente melhor. Melhor para sua avó, melhor para o seu vendedor preferido de flores, melhor para o cara do apartamento 3A, melhor para você, melhor para todos. Porque enquanto alguns dizem que o cliente sempre tem razão, nós dizemos que o cliente é sempre humano. E como seres humanos, queremos fazer algo melhor para todos nós. Zendesk, experiência do cliente com IA desenvolvida para humanos.
Você que está ouvindo esse podcast, o que acha de uma empresa que sempre trabalha para trazer impacto positivo? Assim é o Google. Como? A Duda da Orbi é um exemplo disso. Ela usa a inteligência artificial para ajudar pessoas a recuperarem seus movimentos. É a tecnologia mais útil na vida das pessoas. E tem o Jefferson da Tributei, que usa inteligência artificial para facilitar o dia a dia das empresas. Eles e milhares de empreendedores geraram mais de 188 bilhões com as plataformas do Google. Tem que ser bom para todo mundo.
Gator Framework Studio in Music City. It's the Dining at Disney podcast.
You know the thing about good food, it brings folks together, all walks of life.
You'll discover all the best restaurants and food as you hungrily explore the Disney parks.
Let's do this thing!
The Dining at Disney podcast.
Welcome to the Dining at Disney podcast. I am Kristen, Disney park enthusiast, foodie, travel expert, and here to provide you your much-needed break from this mad world.
I'm Al John Go, lifelong Marvel, Disney, Star Wars fan, podcaster, producer, and all-around guy. I'm around. I've been around. I'm always around. I'm omnipresent. And I'm here to tell you, if you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe to this show wherever you find podcasts. Give us those 5-star reviews and ratings. And don't forget to like our brand new Facebook page, if you will. Facebook.com/Dining at Disney podcast. The link is in the show notes. You know, I encourage everybody to leave those 5-star reviews. We haven't gotten a review in a bit, but yeah, leave us some words and email us for questions, comments, or even better, leave us those voicemails. And there is a little link where you can pop in a voicemail and let your voice be heard. We want to hear what you have to say. If you have a review on a particular restaurant, Disney restaurant, or if you have a question about travel or restaurants, we want to hear from you. And of course, you can also join our Facebook group as well, because it's thriving, it's bustling. There's always people talking about food in there, Disney food in particular. So, how are you?
I'm good.
Listen, this is a podcast primarily. I mean, you can watch the show on Spotify and coming soon to YouTube, which is going to be nice. But
yes,
you're giving that blank deer in the headlights look to me, like you're just worn out, you're tired.
I am tired, but I am here. Yes.
For the uninitiated, during the pandemic, Kristen and I, we fostered 2 children. This weekend they celebrated their birthdays, and of course they're adopted now. There are our 2 little Willy Winkies. We call them AKA Boo and Jack.
You know what though? They have, now that they are no longer literally Boo and Jack and they've matured, I feel like we should just change him to Dash, because he's all over the place.
We're raising 2 minions,
but I don't know what.
Actually, he is a minion.
Have to come up with something else for her.
I don't know. Sometimes they're minions. Sometimes they're crude. Sometimes they're any other, Disney character. Who
Chip and
knows?
Dale.
Oh my gosh, they love Chip and Dale. They love Chip and Dale Park life.
They are kind of Chip and Dale like, because once they get together and they're on the same page and they're not fighting with each other, then it's like they're chaos to everybody else.
But when they do fight with each other, they are like Chip and Dale, to be honest, because they do fight a lot on that show. Anyway, we've got an awesome show for you lined up. Last week was a little bit of a shorter show for us. This is the lull time before A lot of food news comes out about the holidays. This is kind of
Well, and not just that, we have right around the corner from now is the D23 Expo.
Oh, we could have talked about that.
And so
we'll talk about that.
They're holding on to their news for that. So
yeah, there's a lot of news.
Let's find things to pull to talk about.
With the D23 Expo, which is sold out, by the way. And did they release any more new tickets by the time? I hadn't heard, but I know that they're sold out. I feel, I think we talked about this before, but I feel that having D23 be at the pond and also be over here at the convention center in Anaheim is just, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy going back and forth. I don't know. Oh, what do you feel about D23? We hadn't gone to the last couple D23s since we've had the kids. The last one we went to was 2019 or 2020. 2019, right?
Did we go in 2019 or was it 2017?
No, 2019, right before lockdown.
Okay.
Because, yes, we were there. And it was crazy. We had a blackout at our hotel, right?
Oh, gosh, that's right. That was crazy.
And it was hot. It was uncomfortable. But, yeah, we enjoyed going.
You couldn't open your windows.
No.
See, that should be against the law. Is there a law against that?
I don't know.
There's I thought you had to have air circulate.
Well, I thought you had to
maybe have not. I mean, it is the state of California, so maybe the laws are different. You don't have to have air circulate in the building.
I would have thought that most hotels would have had a backup generator, right? Anyway. Hey, that's neither here nor there, but yes, we're going to have plenty of information for you to mine from the show, D23 Expo, when it comes up really soon. So, hey, good times on that. We have, of course, Kristen's got the travel deal for this week, and we also have some great headlines to talk about. We are going to discuss some restaurant updates, a brand new exclusive lounge, of course, Disney travel deal with Kristen. Ice cream, which is always a nice thing to talk about, and limited time drinks over at Galaxy's Edge. I am down with some limited time drinks. I'm just down with drinks, period, because that's how I roll.
That's how you roll.
That's how I roll.
So you're round and you roll. So that's what we've learned in this episode so far.
Two things go good together, don't they? I mean, you can't have one without the other.
See, little did you know that would come back around.
I see what you did there.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Popular Disney Loungefly. Is that one of our headlines?
No.
The heck?
I don't know. I don't know what you did.
Oh, for heaven's sake. This is what happens when you have a
new
mouse.
Go.
Hey, let's go with the new food updates there at the Walt Disney World Resort. Do you want to go ahead and get started over there?
Sure, why not?
At Epcot? What's going down at Epcot, Kristen?
Let's see.
Oh, there's your mouse. I told you have your own mouse now.
That's just weird. Okay. No, we're going to go over to Spice Road Table.
Well, let's go.
They have removed the Mayloke strawberry hard cider. Over at Katsura Grill, they have increased the prices there.
Yeah.
The half note float was removed from the menu at Fife and Drum. Over at Disney's Animal Kingdom, they removed the Champorado chocolate bar from Tiffin's.
I hate how these menus read. So ridiculous.
Joffrey's at the Landing, they added a Buzzin' honey latte and a glitter cupcake cold brew. Over at Gideon's Bakehouse, they have added the Kris Kringle Bites. It's going to be available Friday through Sundays only this month.
Christmas in July.
Yep. Coca-Cola Rooftop Bar added a Razzle Dazzle. Amorette's Patisserie removed the cheese and crumble croissant. Over at Vivali Il Gelato, they removed the cannoli gelato. Aw. The blueberry mimosa cold brew and the nitro cold brew. However, they added the bubble gum gelato.
Okay.
That doesn't sound good to me.
I'm not a fan of bubblegum ice cream.
Guinness gelato for those of you who are 21 and up, and a cake batter cannoli.
Okay.
That sounds interesting.
That.
If you are headed over to the Disney World hotels at Centertown Market over at Caribbean Beach, they added the Mickey Cupcake and Mini Cupcake. The Beaches Pool Bar and Grill added a loaded barbecue pork chips.
I like that.
Intermission Food Court removed the black and white cupcake, the Caesar salad with shrimp, and the Greek salad with shrimp. So apparently right now they're not about salads with shrimp. Over at Pop Century Everything Pop Food Court, they removed the Caesar salad with shrimp, the Greek salad with shrimp, and the AHA sparkling water. End Zone Food Court removed the Caesar. They removed the Caesar salad and the Greek salad with shrimp. So I'm guessing
no more shrimp.
Maybe they're short on shrimp. But they added Base's loaded burger. That sounds interesting. Trails Inn added a fried chicken 2-piece meal. Mara, they did an update with the turkey sandwich kids pack is now available at dinner only, as well as the kids cheese pizza. If you were headed to World Premiere Food Court, they removed the ham and cheese omelet, Western omelet, and the avocado breakfast bowl. Gasparilla Island added the Mickey Chocolate Joe.
Okay.
Got a few more for you, and these are over at Disneyland. Carnation Cafe, they added a pastrubin sandwich and removed the Philly cheesesteak.
Okay.
Pim's Test Kitchen added the Ooze Cauldron.
Just in time for Agatha to come back.
Oh.
Yeah. It was Agatha all along.
Jazz Kitchen increased their prices. Tropical Hideaway removed the char siu bao, the lime chicken bao, spiced vegetable bao, trio of baos, the side of bao sauce, and the lumpia. So those are all of your menu updates.
I love it.
For this week.
Oh, very, very good. As I reach over for your mouse, but I have my own mouse. Well, Disney World's newest exclusive lounge is here. Disney Springs is home to yet another new experience. And, you know, Disney Springs just had that limited nighttime show that they had that, of course, brought tons of people to the district. And now they've got summer menus and some other things. But, of course, as you know, we're all about
Disney
these
Vacation
lounges.
Club.
Yes, DVC Lounge is happening. And, of course, it looks like they're going to be adding it around the newly revamped. No, this is going to be
that's about here.
Or
This is what you need
at?
to go. This is what you're looking for right here.
What? Oh, right.
This is the
Why are
lounge.
you're scrolling? I can't see. And there you have it. Right. So there in the Welcome Town Center Discovery Building, you're going to find a new lounge. So it looks really nice and spacious. I mean, you know, everybody has these kind of open concepts. There's a lot of nice lounges in terms of, you know, the bright furniture, the bright wall look, open spaces. And of course, it's reminiscent of Italian and French influences that helped build Disney's Riviera Resort. So it has that kind of style to it in terms of the color palette. It's a very warm, rustic, I would say, as I said, influenced by Italian and French. So a lot of cream,
cool.
A lot of terracotta. There's a lot of kind of this light blue in there as well. So yeah, and it's great. They even have a little gaming table there, which is interactive. And I love the interactive game tables. They're so much fun. I wish when our kids get older, it would be great because I love family board game night. What, you don't like that? You like
No,
old school board
I'm
games?
all about like family board game night, but I am not about like I'm not about technology like that.
Oh, I
for kids.
love the board games on the tablet. It's freaking great. I love it. But anyway, they even have seating for solo and couple travelers as well, which is really great with a lounge because sometimes you just don't want to sit in the furniture and you're a couple people there and you kind of want a more kind of intimate setting. Of course, DVC representatives are on site to answer questions about stuff you may have. And of course, complimentary snacks and beverages are also available for existing members. And so they have assorted chips, Lay's products, as well as it looks like tea, coffee and coffee bar. I mean, your typical kind of stuff. I mean, you're not going to sit there and have an open buffet, you know.
What?
But it's a little bit of a refreshment,
But
which
you
is
can get
nice.
some Oreo cookies.
Yeah, well, that's good. You know,
You can get some Oreo cookies.
looks like you get
make some
goldfish
kids
and
happy.
Cheez-Its, which are always really good. Probably my personal favorite. Of course, your personal favorite, roll gold pretzels.
It's that butteriness on the pretzels.
Yeah,
telling you,
and it's the
buttery.
cheese for me. It's cheese. Hey, so speaking of chips, we were watching this episode of Criminal Minds Evolution.
I'm going to start eating my chips this way, by the way.
And one of the lead characters, named Emily Prentice, is sitting there eating potato chips with chopsticks so she doesn't get her fingers all cheesy. And I'm like, wait a minute. Isn't that the best thing I've ever seen ever is eating chips with chopsticks? I mean, yeah, it's tedious, but it makes sense. Speaking of chips, anyway, are you a Criminal Minds fan? Let us know in the chat.
Do you know what, though? I could not see you eating chips that way, though.
Oh, no, I eat it out of the bag. I just tilt the bag up.
You eat things in a larger portion than I do, just in general. Like at home we have chopsticks. If you're new to the show or you've never seen what we look like, Aljon is Filipino Chinese.
Yes.
I am just your like typical white person. So I'll just put it that way.
You're German. You have German blood in you.
German English. I mean,
You're a mutt.
German English white person. There we go.
You're your average white person. Average white person.
Just on the short side.
Sounds like an Offspring song. That's what it sounds like.
But at home, he's the one that always eats Asian food, unless it's sushi, of course.
Yeah, I do eat sushi.
He eats everything with the fork, whereas I am always eating it with the chopstick. So I could see myself eating the chips with the chopsticks. But I love the idea because I don't like my hands to get dirty either. So I'm like, once I saw that, I was like, why did I not ever think of that? Brilliant idea.
Brilliant.
I'm going to test it out. I'll tell you how it goes.
Yeah. Make sure you tag Criminal Minds. Anyway, but that's just the beginning, of course. If you ever wanted to tour the Riviera Resort, you're able to do so now because you can do that through the Disney Vacation Club. Once again, if you haven't taken the tour of the Disney Vacation Club, I suggest you do, just for the fact that you get to go check out the resort and also get some, beverages, refreshments, and most of the time the kids can get soft serve ice cream. I mean, it's a great little tour, but understand that they're going to ask you if you want to buy into the DVC Vacation Club thing, and it's always something to consider, right? I think the resort of the Riviera Resort looks really, really nice. I mean,
that's the only hotel we have not been to.
It's true.
Or eaten at one of the restaurants, of course, because we haven't been there, so it's not possible. Yeah. But any which way, I want to go over there and see that, just because it looks so beautiful from the outside, and the whole concept of it, I like.
Well, absolutely. The Riviera Resort, of course, got the French Riviera theming in there. The rooms are super spacious with that, have a little bit of that French flavor as well. And it's just really nice and elegant. I really do enjoy the look and feel of these kind of, luxury rooms. or I would say as a deluxe resort. Being DVC, looks great. Nice hideaway bed for the kids. This particular studio suite, I would assume sleeps 5 because you have a king bed, if I'm not mistaken, or queen bed, could be a king bed, the hideaway bed, and then you have the fold out bed usually in the living quarters. Right?
Why can't I think of what it's called? Tundra? What's
Sure.
Whatever. Yeah,
Tundra.
Murphy bed. I'm just gonna call it a Murphy bed.
Okay, sure. Okay.
What was I gonna say?
Well,
What would make you buy in? Like what would make you buy in to DVC?
what would make me buy into DVC? Well, the appeal, I guess, would be the fixed. There is some type of fixed cost in buying in early, so you have points to use for your Disney vacation. However, the maintenance fees are what fluctuates year over year. So
And the amount of points.
And the amount of points can fluctuate even during time of year because availability, peak season is also something to take in consideration. But it is nice to have a home resort and some type of fixed cost so that especially if you vacation once or twice a year, to know that you can allocate points for your vacation. So yes, that is nice. I mean, I like the idea of having a type of a timeshare. There is appeal to that. Just because you and I used to vacation before the kids, we used to vacation all the time, and we would always do a Walt Disney World vacation, and we had looked at we'd done several DVC tours before, and we do have a lot of friends that are DVC as well. And there are benefits to that in terms of taxes and different things of that nature. I don't know, because of the way Disney handles DVC, how that is done, because I haven't investigated any further than just taking the tour. But I do know about, timeshares and how it can be a benefit. But, and a lot of people like the way that they have flexible uses of their points to put toward cruises and different things like that. So they're able to get as much value as they can out of being a DVC member. So
The thing about DVC, though, is the resort that I would want my home resort to be is not a DVC resort.
Oh, there you go. What is that, Beach Club? Beach Club's DVC.
Yeah.
What resort is it?
I would want Coronado Springs.
Oh, I would love Coronado Springs, but
that's what I said. It's not a DVC resort.
But I can see that at some point
maybe
becoming a DVC. I feel like
I do love Beach Club, though. That is
I thought
one of my favorite resorts.
Yeah, I like the boardwalk area. Beach Club is one of the oldest DVCs, if not the oldest DVC, right?
No, that's Old Key West.
Old Key West.
That is the original DVC.
The original best kept secret of Disney. Anyway, we digress. I really do like these rooms, though. The kitchenette is really nice. The rooms, I think, are well laid out. They look like, a really nice luxury style resort, I would say. A nice suite. I love the living room, though.
However,
the living space is really nice and very spacious, especially for this studio suite that they were able to share pictures of. But of course, it's great.
Yeah,
it's nice looking resort there. Nice. And speaking of resorts, we're butted up here to the Disney travel deal of the week. Exciting times.
Yes, if you are traveling now through October 3rd and you are staying 5 nights or longer, you can save up to 30% on select Disney Resort hotels. If you are choosing to stay less than 5 nights, you can save up to 25% on those shorter stays.
I like it.
And if Disney's Beach Club is a favorite, like it is for me, that is one that you can save up to 30% off.
I like it.
As well as the Riviera, which we were just talking about.
You know what I love out of this list where you can save 30% off? I mean, Boardwalk is one of my favorites. You talked about Old Key West. Yacht Club is also great. I mean, they're all great. I really liked it when we ended up doing Animal Kingdom over there at the villas and Animal Kingdom Lounge. Just such a beautiful, beautiful place. I don't know. If you've never checked it out, you really should. Definitely check it out and get all that expertise from Kristen because, you know, been there, done that, want to help pass along the savings and all the great information and knowledge and save you that aggravation and time. By the way, you want to save 25%, as you mentioned, Fort Wilderness Resort at the Cabins is great. You know, we have a friend that does that quite frequently and loves the Cabins. That's something we haven't done before. So maybe one day we'll do it with the kids. That would be fun. That'd be really fun. Anyway, save that. Save money, save time, save aggravation when you book with Kristen there. You can also use her services and she could give you the best time on a cruise. We're going on another Royal Caribbean cruise. I cannot wait. The big ships are here and they are amazing. But not only that, Disney's about ready to launch the Disney Treasure, which is going to be the most technologically advanced and awesome ship in the entire fleet until they build the next one. So where can people book their next Disney vacation?
Well, they can book their next Disney vacation or cruise because I know you want to go on a cruise, people. Right now, I'm all about cruising. Any which way. Yes, you can contact me at themeparksandcruises@gmail.com.
Absolutely love it. Awesome.
You know, part of the thing I like about cruising?
What is that?
All the food.
Yeah, well,
all the included food.
We are foodies. If you want to check out the show archive for our review of the Wonder of the Seas. No, I'm sorry. No, Wonder,
yes.
Wonder of the Seas. Over there at Royal Caribbean. Check the show notes because we absolutely love that cruise. Another thing we do love.
Wonderland.
Another thing that we love is ice cream. You know, you checked the show archives last week. We actually did talk about some of our favorite ice cream across the Walt Disney World.
Oh, the
theme
top
parks.
10. Top 10 places to get ice cream.
It's always an awesome topic to tackle. But right now at Epcot, we've got a brand new cone that people can check out for ice cream.
Yes,
Kristen?
over at l'Artisan de Glace and the Fonts Pavilion, they have a new flavored cone. It is beautiful. It is purple and it is lavender.
That is one of your favorite flavors.
Yes, I do. I mean, we talked about that, how much I love lavender ice cream. It's not the only like flavored cone that they have there. They do have one other flavor option and it's red velvet, which that would be perfect for you.
I love that.
I don't know what flavor of ice cream I would get in it.
For red velvet?
No, not for red velvet.
Oh, well, there are a bunch of flavors to choose from. I mean, you've got your.
I'm trying to think what would be so good in.
Well, they have vanilla, just so you know, coconut white chocolate, which I love, caramel fleur de sol, mint chocolate, cinnamon with caramelized apple and crumble crunch, cinnamon caramelized pecan.
Oh, I know what it would be.
Oh, that sounds good. Chocolate, coffee, and strawberry or blueberry yogurt, rather.
Blueberry yogurt is what I would put in that cone. Blueberry and lavender.
These sorbets sound pretty good too. They've got a chocolate macaroon, a seasonal macaroon flavor. They've got pina colada, raspberry, strawberry, and mango. And so you could definitely add a little something if you want to do the fruit sorbet route if you're lactose intolerant. So
they need a honey ice cream.
Yeah, honey. I'm a big fan of
lemon
coffee ice cream.
Would be nice with the lavender too.
Yes, I agree.
The coffee with that would be very Starbucksy.
Yes. They recently had a lavender drink, which you liked.
Yeah, they
a
were
lot.
doing the lavender foam is what they were doing.
The flavored cone option is only available as a single scoop, so keep that in mind. You want another scoop, have them put it in a cup which is my preferred way to have a cone these days because you don't want it dripping, and especially when you have kids, you certainly don't want that cone to fall on the ground. Yes. So don't do it. Otherwise, it's an episode of Bluey.
That is
All right,
true.
do we have our final story for tonight? Is limited time krill elixir coming to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Do you know what krill is?
People.
Krill is people. I was going to say, what is Soylent Green? Soylent Green is people. So this is great. You can celebrate Oga Cantina and Oga's birthday with this krill elixir, which is super fun looking. It looks like it's served in a mule of some kind. Kristen, what is that all about? You want to talk about it?
Yes, this beverage is made with Absolute Mandarin vodka, blue curacao, pure cane sugar, ginger, and lime juice.
So it's a mule.
Mm-hmm. And it's garnished with a lime wedge and candied ginger. So yes, it's just a twist on your traditional mule.
Vodka mule. Yes.
It looks pretty.
The Moscow mule is great. I love the fact that they have a little blue curacao in there to give it that nice look about it. They serve it in a copper mug, which is also great. I love the presentation. I love the fact that they have the candied ginger in there for a little bit of a kick, which is fun. I like having candied ginger with that drink. Of course,
I like me some candied ginger.
I love me some mules. Those are, in my top 4 cocktails, and I haven't had a Moscow mule in a long, long time. I miss it. We used to make them all the time, and then we just haven't gotten around to getting, I guess, more vodka and the ginger beer that you usually put in it. But we need to. I'm okay. Maybe this weekend will be the weekend I get into the mule kick.
Okay.
Do you see what?
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, the mule kick. I didn't mean to say it like that. It just so happened to be that way. But no, it's good. Hey, gang, guess what? That was another quick podcast for this week. Hope you've enjoyed our little mini shows. It is the lulls of summer, but I know that just in a few days, it's going to uncork, and we're going to be talking about tons of other Disney food news, and of course, news coming in from the D23 Expo. We'll touch on those headlines. I can't wait to break those down. Of course, San Diego Comic-Con happening this week, and Marvel's going to have a little bit of a presence there as we near the release of Marvel's Deadpool and Wolverine, which is going to shake the very foundation of the Marvel Cinematic Universe as we know it. I cannot wait to see Hugh Jackman and, of course, Ryan Reynolds reprising their roles as Deadpool and Wolverine.
I'll tell you, those two together, what a great way to get a whole bunch of women into a movie theater. It's a fact.
And just get people into the theater anyway. If you're comic book fans, if you love Marvel, you love Wolverine, you love Deadpool, they're irreverent.
Think of all the women that love Ryan Reynolds and all the women that love Hugh Jackman. And
that's what they have in their marketing.
There you go.
Their marketing,
Brilliant.
Yes. Tight spandex for all. Good times. Anyway, thank you for listening. We hope you enjoyed today's show. And if you haven't already, be sure to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell whenever we post new content. That's right. Check out our Facebook page at facebook.com/Dining at Disney podcast. The podcast is important because Meta still hasn't reverted our old page back. Coming soon to YouTube, gang, which will be great. So you get to check out our faces there as we celebrate who knows what anniversary, because we don't even know how many episodes we have in the can. Hundreds of episodes in the can.
I need to go and find when the first episode launched. What year?
Yeah, you do. At some point. You could probably look on your website. I have a sneaking suspicion it's there.
Oh, maybe.
Because of the blog post. Anyway, be sure to check us out on all the social medias. Like, share, and subscribe. I mentioned that. You can also click the show links to our affiliate links. Please be sure to do that. Leave us those 5-star reviews as well. And you can check me out, Aljon Go, on Instagram. You can also check out my other podcast that I host with former Disney creative director of special projects, Dave Bossert. He's great. He's got a new book that's coming out. We're going to talk to him about it. We're going to talk more about the Disney Renaissance and about what's streaming entertainment news. Bob Newhart passed away. We're going to talk a little bit about that this week here on the show. Kristen?
Yes, I am thinking, because I am not used to being Cat, and I am in Cat's role today.
Okay.
Yes.
Bueller.
You can find Cat on Instagram at CAT_ASTROPHE. And you can check out her podcast, Eat the Pictures. And it's a bite-sized podcast.
It's a bite-sized piece of pasta.
No, because Cat can't eat pasta. It is a bite-sized podcast about food and film.
You know
it's everywhere podcast.
It's so tragic for an Italian not to be able to eat pasta.
And pizza.
And anything else.
Yeah. Yeah, that eliminates a lot of food.
Ish.
Except for antipasti and meat. If you haven't already, check out our Facebook group, Dining at Disney. We got lots going on there. You can also check out our friends, the Disney Dorks in the Sorcerer Radio Fun Zone. You can listen to us on Sorcerer Radio as well, and that can be found at srsounds.com or on their beautiful little app. Just look for Sorcerer Radio.
Great.
And until next time, bon appetit.
The information and opinions expressed in this podcast are for entertainment and informational purposes. All other trademarks mentioned are the property of their respective owners.
Okay, nap time.